senior place kicker Jaden Fielding out of League City, Texas. He puts his right foot to the ball and pops that in the air with what could be returnable, but no, a fair catch waved for by Ben Black. Ethan Kaliak-Manis, senior from Antioch, Illinois, and a transfer from Minnesota. For Ethan Kaliak-Manis, he played in this stadium as a Minnesota Golden Gopher back in 2023 before transferring. Out of the shotgun, he gets the snap. Kaliak-Manis throws out on the right side to Raymond, the tailback. He's at the 25 and will go no further than the 25 as defensive end Caden Curry tackles Julian Sayin from Carlsbad, California, completing over 80% of his passes, leading the nation in that category. 2,675 yards, 25 touchdowns. 2nd and 12, Ohio State from their own 25-yard line. Sand will feed it to Jackson, running around the left side. He's got room to his own 30. Eludes a defender to the 35, to the 40, and that's where he's taken out of bounds at his own 40 by linebacker Dario Jabome, and it is a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
That great cut there by Bo Jackson. Started towards the left side of the line, then bounced it out to the left towards the Ohio State sideline, and found some running room for first down.
3rd and 3, Ohio State at their own 46-yard line. Sahin gets the snap, drops back to pass, and pressure coming. Blitz is picked up, dumps it down on the right side. It is caught by Max Clare, who slips and falls right at the 49 of Rutgers. He fell down in front of the defender, Jabome, who was covering him, but it is enough, despite the slip and fall, for a first down.
Rutgers sold out there. They brought 5-6 guys at that line of scrimmage. Had a linebacker behind the nose guard kind of pushing him through that gap there, but the Buckeyes were able to pick it up.
Sayin with a snap, hands it for Bo Jackson, coming left side behind a blocker to the Rutgers 30. Middle of the field to the 25, taken down at the 23-yard line of Rutgers. Stopped by defensive back Kaj Sanders. There'll be a 3rd consecutive first down.
Nice block there by number 83, Nate Roberts, a tight end, working on the left side there. Was able to seal the Rutgers defender inside.
Sayin gets the snap. Pitches it out right side. Bo Jackson, 10-yard line, 5-yard line. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Bo Jackson. He almost got to the end zone, but corner Jacoby Henderson stopped him short. Ohio State bunching up the defensive front. Kaliak-Manis on 4th down, back in a shotgun. Gets the snap. Hands it to Raymond going left side. Raymond's going to be grabbed, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. He got blown up in the backfield. Safety Jalen McClain got back there, along with defensive end Caden Curry, and the Buckeyes are going to take over inside the Rutgers 30-yard line, avoiding danger after Ohio State had fumbled the ball going into the end zone. Buckeye fans say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings with a fixed price plan with AEP Energy. Now moving in motion is Max Clare going wide to the right. Sand gets the snap, hands it to Jackson, moving upfield to the 10, cuts to the middle of the 5 and takes it into the end zone for a 15-yard touchdown run. Bo Jackson knows how to get to the end zone, and he gives Ohio State their first score of the day, leading 6-0.
That they had all the action lined up to the left there. They brought the tight end, Clare, back to the right there, and then they ran the counter behind that. They were able to get good blocks at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and then Bo Jackson did the rest. Once he gets if you get in linebacker level free, he's going to put a move on and get in the end zone, and he did, and he held on with football.
He did. His 3rd rushing touchdown of 2025. Wideouts right and left. Kaliak-Manis looks to throw to one of them, possibly. Eludes one. No, he does not elude Caden Curry, defensive end, who sacks him right around the 48-yard line of Rutgers.
Buckeyes pick up their their first sack in a couple ball games. That's their 26th for the season. That's the 8th sack on the year for Caden Curry. Working against the right tackle, just ran right by him. Was able to get in the backfield and get a hand on Ethan Kaliak-Manis and take him down.
3rd and 7, Ohio State at their own 5. And now Innis moving in motion. Snap to Julian Sand, back in his own end zone to throw. Fires middle of the field where it is caught. And the receiver is dumped at the 15. David Adolph, and at Abram Wright. Linebacker makes the stop, but Adolph's catch gives the Buckeyes a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
Yeah, good throw and a good catch there. Julian Sand put it right on the money, right on the numbers of David Adolph. Adolph comes up with the completion.
So the drive continues for Ohio State at their own 15 with Donaldson in the backfield. Now Peoples motioning into the backfield and Sayin back to throw. Dumps it out on the right side where it is caught. Running to the 40-yard line, 45-yard line. Max Clare to the Rutgers 40. Clare angling to the middle of the field, tripped up and stopped at the Rutgers 31 by linebacker Dario Jabome. But how about that nice play, dumping it off to the right, and Max Clare got on his horse and moved into Scarlet Knight territory.
Yeah, it was the second time they were in that formation with Peoples lined up out to the right. First time they ran the football. That time they play action, faked the handoff there, and then threw it down the field to Max Clare, who was wide open.
He sure was. 2nd and 5, Ohio State at the 7 of Rutgers. 7-3 Buckeyes leading with 2.5 to play until halftime. Sand under center with a snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Sand will lob that right corner of the end zone for Ennis. Got it for a touchdown. Brandon Ennis. He had a defender right there with him. Jacoby Henderson going down the right side, but Brandon Ennis reached in the air, grabbed it, hung on to it in the right corner of the end zone, and the Buckeyes have increased their lead to 13-3.
Tell you, Ryan Day ran down the sideline out of the coach's box almost to the 20-yard line there and was kind of pointing towards that corner of the end zone. I think he saw it coming, but that's where Julian had to go with the football. That's where they threw it. And Brandon Ennis picks up his 4th touchdown of his career, 2nd this year.
3rd and 2 Rutgers at the Ohio State 40. With 1:10 left until halftime. Kaliak-Manis looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked back near the 50-yard line. There's a big pile of Buckeyes who got there to knock him down. Sonny Styles, linebacker. Also in there was Edric Houston, defensive lineman.
That'll back him up.
Again, Bo Jackson, a tailback. He's to the right of his quarterback, Julian Sand, who gets the snap. Sand looking to throw. Heaves that up the left side where it is caught. And David Adolph will maneuver his way to his 34-yard line where he is tackled after making that catch by corner Jacoby Henderson. And that's a first down pickup by David Adolph, presented by Kroger.
2 catches now for David Adolph, both of them for first downs.
Making his first ever start. Senior from Dublin, right here in the Columbus area, David Adolph.
Got good size at 6'5", 210.
4th and 7, the down and distance. The snap will come from John Furman of the Rutgers 44. Waist high to McGuire, who kicks it with a right foot. Sheffield will let that one bounce behind him at the 10, rolls inside the 5, and Ohio State will get it touched up and down right at about the 2-yard line. That's where the Buckeyes got it covered up. 2nd and 9. Scarlet Knights to their own 12-yard line. Ethan Kaliak-Manis gets the snap, drops behind his own 5 to throw. Hit while throwing, ball loose, rolling into the end zone. Curry's going to fall on it. Curl and roll into the end zone. Caden Curry. They're going to down the ball, however, right at about the 1 as defensive lineman Caden Curry came and knocked the ball out of Kaliak-Manis' hand. He picked up the ball, downed himself at the 1, but rolled into the end zone, and Ohio State will have possession, knocking on the door.
Caden Curry working against the left tackle there, blew right past him, hit Kaliak-Manis. Ball came loose, looked like he rolled and got in the end zone, but they're going to rule him down at the 1-yard line. A strip sack for the senior playing in his final game here in Ohio Stadium.
Young man who had a big game in Seattle against Washington. That senior from Greenwood, Indiana, gives the Buckeyes a 1st and goal at the Rutgers 1. Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone thanks to that turnover. Trying to increase a 14-3 lead.
Punch it in.
Jackson in the backfield as Clare motions left for quarterback Julian Sand. Receives the snap. Sand looks, floats that left corner of the end zone. Wide open. Clare for the touchdown. 11 yards. Julian Sand to Max Clare, who got behind safety Kaj Sanders, and it is a 20-3 Ohio State lead over Rutgers.
Well, that was a beautiful throw there by Julian Sand. He rolled out a little bit to his right, bought some extra time, and then back to his left. He saw Max Clare wide open. They blew that coverage, and Ohio State gets the TD after going back 10 yards with a holding penalty.
Bo Jackson behind him at tailback. And he'll feed Bo Jackson running right side at his own 30. 35-40 Bo Jackson. And he's pulled down at his own 45-yard line. Kaj Sanders, safety for Rutgers, finally stopped Bo Jackson, who built up ahead of steam, and he gives the Buckeyes a first down.
Yeah, he's close to 100.
Peoples, the sophomore from San Antonio, is off the right side of quarterback Julian Sand. Sand with a snap. Fakes the handoff, sets up to pass from his 40. Short toss out on the right side, complete. Running to the Rutgers 40 is Max Clare. Hurdles to the 30, taken down at the 28-yard line. As dropping him was linebacker Daryl Jabome. But just like James Peoples did last week, Max Clare goes into hurdle mode and gives Ohio State a first down.
He's conscious of not fumbling that football there. Halfway through his run, he put both arms on the ball and then realized, hey, there's no one around me. I could put it in my right arm again, and then
Ohio State at the Rutgers 10. Jackson remains in the backfield to the left of quarterback Julian Sand, who pitches it out to Jackson. Running left side to the 10. Gets blockers to the 5. Cuts it up the middle and goes into the end zone for a touchdown run of 9 yards. Bo Jackson, his second scoring jog of the day. A 9-yard TD run, and that increases Ohio State's lead to 27-3 over Rutgers.
Little toss to the left there. Julian Sand catches that snap, tosses it over to Bo Jackson, who turns a corner. Looked like he was going to take it towards a pylon, then cut it back to the inside and ran over a few defenders to get it in the end zone.
He sure did, and got that initial line of blocking and then slipped through other people.
They're officially going to call it a 10-yard TD.
2nd and 10, Rutgers from their own 25. Ethan Kaliak-Manis Gets the snap, back to throw with Downs blitzing. Downs drops him at the 16. Safety Caleb Downs came running in unhindered and just ran and knocked him over for the sack.
Yeah, he was lined up left of the formation, got in motion, kind of got to the middle of the field, and then just kept coming. Took him right down and picked up the third sack, the fourth sack for Ohio State's defense.
Course in 3rd and 18 for Rutgers at their own 17-yard line. Caleb Downs, junior from Hoxton, Georgia, and a transfer from Alabama. Scarlet Knights adjusting defensively. Kienholz takes off running right side. Shakes the defender, gets to the 50. Kienholz to the Rutgers 40. Inside to the 35. Tripped up and stopped at about the 32. Ball was fumbled at the end of the play, but I believe they blew it dead. So Kienholz with a big gain to give Ohio State a first down into Rutgers territory.
Well, good. No one recovered it, so.
Yeah. And they're going to put that ball at the 34 of Rutgers. Sand in a pistol set will hand it off. Isaiah West, left side of the Rutgers 30. 25, 20. Stumbles to the 10. Keeps going to the 5, and that's where he is knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Isaiah West was driven out of bounds by defensive back Jet Elad. The Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone thanks to Isaiah West in an impressive run.
Yeah, and there's a little talk in jaw, and Jet Elad had some words there for the running back after he made that big run there, and offensive lineman didn't like that.
Well, I'm surprised there was an official standing right there, too, that he didn't throw the flag. Donaldson will be the tailback. Sand under center, Carson Hinsman. Sand gets the snap. Feeds it Donaldson, running past right guard. Donaldson trucks his way into the end zone, and they're going to say play dead at the 1 with flags coming out. I thought he got into the end zone, Jim, didn't you?
Yeah, I sure did.
The officials immediately pointed to the ground. Now they're discussing things. The flags came out quickly.
Yeah, what was that flag on?
Well, C.J. Donaldson went over right guard in a hurry and pushed a defender into the end zone with him.
After review, the result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 70. His first of the game, the 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
So C.J. Donaldson, the touchdown run. Duff and Sheffield wide left. Raymond in the backfield. Give to Raymond going up the middle, and Raymond in trouble. He's going to be thrown down right at about the 29-yard line by linebacker Riley Pettijohn, freshman, and that brings up a course in 3rd down.
That'll be a tackle for loss, minus 2 or 3 yards there.
2-point conversion for Rutgers. Zelinskas, the center over the ball, snaps to Kaliakmanis, the quarterback. He looks, throws into the end zone, and it is picked off. Devin Sanchez grabbed it to thwart the 2-point play as that ball was thrown in the right corner of the end zone for Ian Strong. So the score will remain 35-9. Ohio State leading Rutgers, 6:43 to play 4th quarter. Timeout on the field. West in the backfield with Lincoln Kienholz, the Ohio State quarterback. Kienholz fakes a handoff, dumps it left side, caught Jelani Thurman. He'll scoot up down to the 45 of Ohio State and pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line by linebacker Sam Robinson. It's a first down pickup presented by Kroger to Jelani Thurman, tight end. Lincoln Kienholz in the pistol awaits the snap from Kemma. He's going to hand it off James Peoples right side. He gets to the Rutgers 40, and he may be gone. 30-yard line of Rutgers, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. James Peoples, his 3rd touchdown in the last 2 weeks. That touchdown run right around a 50-yarder, and Ohio State adds 6 more, leading 41-9.
Yeah, they're going to give him officially a 49-yard touchdown run for James Peoples, and he looked like he was shot out of the cannon. Once he turned up and went down the sideline of Rutgers, no one could catch him. Races into the end zone, and the Buckeyes put another TD on the board.
James Peoples had 2 touchdowns last year in the first 2 weeks of the season. He's got 3 touchdowns now in the last 2 weeks of this season. Jashawn Benjamin next to him at running back. And the handoff will go to Benjamin. Going up the middle, knocked down at the Rutgers 46-yard line. Yeah, Jason Moore, lineman, makes the first contact with him. And it does appear short. And Ohio State will take over on downs. Kienholz will take another snap, take another knee, and that will pretty much take care of it as the two teams will come together and shake hands. Ohio State defeats Rutgers 42-9, and it is officially the start of Michigan Week. Today's broadcast has been presented by Huntington. This is Buckeye football from Learfield.